Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? How you doing? You know who this is, the chosen one, Gabriel Skywalker from the DFS Club, and my main man, Schroeder Skywalker from the DFS Club, coming to you with an NFL Week 2 main slate video. If you guys are new, do us a kindness, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave us a comment down below. And if you're returning, don't forget to hit that like button on your way out, leave a comment, and hit that like button, guys. The comments, you guys are freaking killing it. I get more comments in my videos than people with like 30, 50, 60,000 subs. That's right, Schroeder. You tell them. Schroeder said, that's right. Tell them. You tell them. So thank you guys so much. You guys are killing it. Also, if you're not a member, shout out to Arla Rose, a DFS Club member, purchased and wanted to donate 10 DFS Club memberships to you. So I have 4 left. 4 left. If you guys want to qualify for a free 1-month DFS Club membership, in the comments down below, put any comment you want. Just add I'm not a member or just put not a member. And that gets you into the drawing, guys. And without further ado, let's start the fucking show. Schroeder's already doing his touchdown dance, man. We did so good in week 1, guys. It was amazing. It was great. I was all excited, man. I wanted to just fucking run like lions, tigers, and bears. It was really good. DFS has been really good in general to us. So hopefully week 2 we can repeat this magic, guys. So if you guys watch week 1, you already know. You already know we came with that heat. So week 2, we're looking to do it again. Before, I don't even know what the fuck that noise was, but I'm telling you, this place is haunted, man. We already got it on one video. The ghost. All right, so let's pull up. Let's see who today's winner is. So if you made a comment on last night's video, we're going to see right now if you won the free 1-month DFS Club membership, guys. So here we go. Drum roll, please, Schroeder. Here we go. Who's it going to be? Good luck. Oh, we got one the first try. Stefan. Yo, yo, yo. I'm not a member. And for that, I'm like, son of a bitch. Keep taking the bus, son of a bitch. Keep great content. Skywalker and Schroeder, love you guys. All right, Stefan. I see you're a fisherman too, man. I love fishing. I wish I could, but all the lakes are dried up here in California. Congratulations to Stefan. You are the winner of this month. This month's. Jeez, here we go. Already, guys. Here we go. Why I can never say it fucking right. Congratulations, Stefan. You win the 1-month DFS Club membership. Email me, skywalkerdfs@gmail.com, and claim your prize, man. And if you didn't win, don't you dare be sour because we're going to do it again tomorrow night. So get those comments in, man. We're giving stuff away in here like it's nothing. It's like a game show, right? All right, so let's bring up, before we get into it, yesterday's super thankses. So if you want to leave a couple dollars in the tip jar, down below is a heart with a thanks in the middle of it. And you want to throw a couple bucks in, it's not necessary, but it is appreciated. It goes towards Schroeder's child support fund over here. Schroeder's got over 100 kittens, 20s babies, mamas. I can't let him outside anymore, guys. I just can't do it. So, and it helps out with the salmon treat. So, we got a shout out, Ruben, $2 super thanks. He says, keep. Thanks for keeping them fire picks coming. You know what? Before I got on tonight, I probably should make sure that I can fucking talk instead of sounding like a drunk sailor. Guys, I don't drink. So this is just me fucking up. So just letting you know. Thanks for keeping them fire picks coming. It's not a takedown, it's a motherfucking takeover, is what he says. So Ruben, thank you so much. DFS Club member. And you're just speaking the truth, man. But thank you so much for the $2 super thanks. Schroeder and I really appreciate it, dude. It helps keep the lights on around here. Let's see here. And when you leave a comment, guys, I respond to every single comment. Hassan Lewis, thank you, Skywalker, watching your vids. It's like Neo going to see the Oracle. I can only assume that's the Matrix. $1.99 super thanks. Thank you so much, Hassan. We really appreciate it. We appreciate the support, and God bless you and your family, and takedowns to come. Let's go. Dave Barton, thanks for all your hard work. Dave donates every single day. $2 super thanks. Thank you so much, Dave. Really appreciate it. It's going to a great cause. It's going towards kittens and child support and Schroeder. You know what I mean? So what are you going to do? Thank you so much, brother. Really appreciate it. Then Big Don, another $10 super thanks, man. That's 2 days in a row, brother. You are too kind. Chapman and Trout were money. Schroeder is the man. Meow. Salmon treat fund for the best kitty in the sports. You're damn right he is. There's no other kitty in sports. One time, another YouTuber tried to bring his cat on because he must have seen my videos, and the cat ended up biting him in the middle of it. And then he threw the cat, and he's holding his hand. He's all, yeah. There's only one Schroeder, guys. All right, but yes, but Don, thank you so much. And by the way, welcome to the DFS Club, brother. Welcome. Um, Thanks for helping out, man. You came right in. You're helping everybody out with MLB. So Don's a shark, guys. Don is a MLB shark. So shout out to Big Don for that big $10 super thanks, brother. That's what's up. Thank you, Mr. Harvey. $2. Thank you so much, Mr. Harvey. You might be related to Steve Harvey. I don't know, but man, he's donating every single day. $2 super thanks. Schroeder, you got anything to say to Mr. Harvey? Yeah, I just want to say thank you so much, and I'll try. Yeah, tell him I'll try and stay inside. Okay, no more babies, mamas. All right. Well, there you go, Mr. Harvey. So thank you so much. Right out of the cat's mouth. Um, and then Jan, every video, $2 super thanks. You spoil us, Jan. Schroeder's gained 6 pounds over this last week from all the salmon treats. So thank you so much, Jan. You're the real one. I appreciate it. Schroeder appreciates it. And let's keep it rolling, guys. Jan has been doing it every single day. Get my ugly puss off that screen. All right. So, you guys ready to win? Are we ready? Because the show goes on, guys. If you're watching this, we're here to win. We're winning all the money. There's $1 million on the table. Bring that down just a little bit. The million maker. So, good luck tomorrow, guys. And let's fucking get this bread. Let's go. Let's bring up draft dashboard. Wait. One last order of business, guys. One last order of business. I just gave a bunch of stuff away. All right. Now, shout out the super chat members. But if you guys want to join the DFS Club, you got to know where to go, right? Go to dfsclub.com. You got two providers in one, DFS Space, my brother from another mother, myself, Skywalker DFS, Schroeder Skywalker here. $14 a month, guys. $14.99 a month gets you NBA, NFL, MLB, PGA, NHL, tennis, NASCAR, soccer, video games, UFC, WNBA, college football, guys, everything. $14.99 a month. You get all my lineups, ownership, projections, top stacks. The members only podcast 1 hour before lock. I get my ass up at the butt crack of dawn on Sundays to do the NFL podcast with Space, and I do them every day for MLB, except for on Saturdays. I haven't been doing them because I've been doing NFL research. But other than that, guys, you can't find a better deal out there. That I can promise you. We have our slideshow right here just to show you that we are the best in the industry. We have over 600 plus members. All you got to do is click join now. Click on my logo, Skywalker DFS, so I get credit. I appreciate that. We do prize picks, guys, sports wagering, Squallman Sportsbooks in here. And these are our plans. So our gold plans are cheaper than everybody else's monthly plans. And they just give you NFL, right? They charge you per sport, per season. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Space and I created this DFS club so everybody can join, and it's affordable for everybody. $14.99 a month, monthly. 6 months, $79.99. A year, $149, and we got 3-day passes, guys, for $8. Stop losing, start winning. Come join the DFS club, baby. Shout out to the club, you guys. You guys are hustling it. We're grinding every single fucking day, and we're getting the spread. Right now, 2 out of 3 of my MLB FanDuel lines are cashing. 1 out of my 3 so far Draftkings are cashing. So looks like it's going to be another green day. I'll take it, man. But I'm never happy with that. Like, I just want to take down, guys. Every damn day I want to take down. If I got to take down a week ago, who fucking cares? I want to do it again, you know? You're only as good as your last takedown. I'm very hard on myself, guys. All right, so let's get into this. Let's go to the position optimizer. We'll start at quarterback, guys. Quarterbacks on this slate, it's pretty fucking ugly. It really is. Off the top, we got Kyler Murray coming off a rough week, man. 7.5K. Draws the Las Vegas Raiders this week. Still squeaked out 21 DraftKings points, but he's 7.5. He is the most expensive quarterback on the slate. Right now, garnering only 5% ownership. Matthew Stafford, I think the Rams look good this week. Nice bounce back spot here against the Atlanta Falcons. He's 6'3". And remember, when you're rostering your quarterbacks, guys, correlate at least 2 pass catchers. It can be 2 wide receivers. It can be a wide receiver and a tight end, or it can be a pass catching back and a wide receiver. It's a good strategy. And you're just leaving money out there if you're not doing it. You're leaving points out there if you're not doing it. So if you're doing Matthew Stafford at 6'3", the Rams look pretty good this week and a great matchup against the Atlanta Falcons. So nice bounce back spot for him. Derek Carr is 6'2". I'd imagine he's going to be very popular. He has the best matchup on the slate as far as quarterbacks. Arizona is dead last in the league. They give up the most fantasy points to quarterbacks. You saw what Josh Allen just did to them. Yeah, he's a good play. Pair him up with Waller and the GOAT right now of wide receivers and set it and forget it. And I hate to say this, but Carson Wentz at 5'8" looks pretty good. Great matchup against Detroit. I know he had a 33 last week, but it's Carson fucking Wentz, right? We don't know if he's going to keep this up. We know he was good in the past, right? But we're 2022 here, and we got to think about that. So I don't know if I'll get to him. I might want to see one more, maybe 2 more, to be honest with you, because it's Carson Wentz. But he's in play. I mean, it's against Detroit. Great spot. We got Marcus Mariota's even in play for Atlanta, guys. He's only 5.6. He got 21 DraftKings points last week. Surprised the hell out of me. He has the second best matchup on the slate. Right now at only 5% ownership. You can do a little tiny Atlanta stack, you know. The tight end's pretty good, Mr. Pitts. Matt Ryan, 5.5K. Cheap quarterback, 20 DraftKings points. He's going to be without Michael Pittman this week, so he's going to take a hit. Just throwing that out there. So Jonathan Taylor looks like a really good play without no Pittman. So Matt Ryan's going to be down his number 1 wide receiver. However, it is against Jacksonville. So we'll see, man. It could be very sneaky. He's garnering only 2% right now because there's a lot in this 5K range that's in play. So, and then we got Lamar Jackson down here. Doesn't have the best matchup against Miami. 7.4K. The running back, JK, is out. It looks like he's going to be out again. So Baltimore stack's easy. You just put him, Mark Andrews coming off a abysmal week. But Lamar Jackson looks good at 7.4. He's at 7% actually. Derek Carr's at 11%. So Derek Carr's the chalk right now. Lamar's actually up there in ownership next to Stafford. So I don't know. We'll take a look. It's spread out. It really is. But let's go to running backs. Jonathan Taylor, again, no Michael Pittman, so 9.9K looks really good. 31 rushes last week, guys. I can definitely see another 30 rush game for him. Hopefully he has a better outcome, though. He carried the ball 31 times, and he had 7 targets, 31 DraftKings points, man. For that, normally you'll see like a 40 burger. But yeah, best running back on the slate as far as like the narrative goes, right? Christian McCaffrey, 8.9K looks fine. He gets a juicy matchup against the Giants, man. Hopefully he's more involved this week. He only had 10 rushes and 4 targets last week. That's not Christian McCaffrey like, but they got a new quarterback. So he's at 17% right now. He's getting more ownership than Jonathan Taylor. I personally would rather go Jonathan Taylor, but he's definitely in play. He's $1,000 cheaper than Taylor. Saquon Barkley is back, baby. He's back. Everybody loves to see it, man. Even if you're not a Giants fan, everyone likes to see Saquon do good. 7.3K. So we got a really good deal on him last week. Just like we said, 18 rush. He had the most targets out of even the wide receivers last week for the Giants. Who was their top? Well, we'll get to wide receivers, but you guys aren't going to believe who their top wideout was last week as far as like targets. but it was Saquon Barkley. So at 7.3K, right now the highest owned running back on the slate. So a great cash game play. Joe Mixon's always in play against Dallas. They're pretty, they got a pretty good defense. 7.2K though, 27 rushes last week. You gotta love that. 9 targets too. He's out there for every single fucking down. That's what you're getting with Joe Mixon. DeAndre Swift going up against Washington. It's a good matchup. He was limited in practice on Friday, so I'd say he's going to play. At 7K, coming off a phenomenal week, man. 30 Draftkings points, 15 rushes, 3 targets. He does it all. He had a huge breakaway play, so that kind of helped out a little bit, but I still like him. I love James Conner at 6.9K. Against the Raiders, you can run on the Raiders all day. 10 rushes, 6 targets. It could have been more. It could have been more, but the game got out of fucking hand last week, right? They got their asses kicked. They got their asses shaved. Shout out to Uncle Weezy for that saying, but yeah, they got an ass shaving. So if this game stays close, James Conner probably gets 20 plus touches. If it's a goal line, he's going to get it. So you Kyler Murray owners are going to be pissed, right? If James Conner's getting all the rushing touchdowns. So Leonard Fournette is okay at 6.7K. The reason why I say just okay, Tampa Bay looks like they might be down a couple offensive linemen. So he might not have anybody blocking for him, which also why I didn't bring up Tom Brady. It's a good matchup against the Saints. But if there's going to be like backup freaking O-line members out there, I don't know how I feel about it. He's not cheap. It is his backfield. No question about it. It's Leonard Fournette's backfield. 21 carries last week, 2 targets, 19 DraftKings points. He's on play, but just be careful. Javonte Williams, though, it's his backfield. Yeah, he does share a little bit, but man, he did great. He got 12 targets last week. Love to see that, especially in the PPR settings like DraftKings, man. He only had 7 rushes. He fumbled the ball, so he could have had he could have had an even bigger week if he didn't fumble the ball in the red zone. 12 targets, 21 DraftKings points. He would have easily got a 30 burger. So the hype's been behind him for, since he got drafted. So the hype is true. Javonte Williams is true. And I think he's really cheap at 6.5. Right now, getting 17% ownership, which is warranted. Antonio Gibson back in play against Detroit, ranked 28th in the league against running backs. I mean, he did what? 20 DraftKings points. Yeah, he's still cheap, man. 6.2K for Gibson looks pretty dope. Cordell Patterson shut everybody up. He's like, call me old, will you? I'm going to go out there. I'm going to get 22 rushes, 5 targets, and get 26 DraftKings points. Going up against the Rams, it is a tougher defense. But Cordell Patterson is in play at 6K. He kind of like fizzles out towards the end of the year. You know what I mean? That's when his age catches up to him. But he's definitely in play at 6K. I'm not going to get the Rex Burkhead. Like, I don't trust it. I don't trust the backfield. It was only week 1. I'm going to go with the backs that I know are going to get the fucking shares, right? When you get cute with the Rex Burkhead plays, that's when you get in trouble. Nick Chubb, 7.1K. He's expensive, but guys, I know Kareem Hunt got all the fucking fantasy points, but Chubb didn't do too bad. He got 22 carries. That's a lot. He doesn't get targets. He got 1 target, 18 DraftKings points. Kareem Hunt, right below him here, got 11 rushes. So got half the rushes, 4 targets. He's more the pass catching back. But again, you're kind of like getting cute here, right? So I'll probably fade them both. Najee, I'll pass. Darrell Henderson. So here's what I'm talking about. Right now, he's getting 18% ownership. The head coach already said Cam Akers is looking to get more carries this week. So what if they reverse the roles, right? Cam Akers is completely healthy. What if they say, you know what, let's make this a Cam Akers game and Darrell Henderson's the one that sits on the bench and gets 3 carries? I can totally see that happening. So for 5.7, I'm not going to play Darrell Henderson this week. I just don't trust it. I don't trust coaches. It's not the player's fault. I don't trust coaches. Because if Cam Akers goes out there, gets a lion's share of the carries, which could totally, you guys know this. We've seen it before. Fool me once, right? So I'm not going to get there. Let's see. So running backs, I mean, there's some good 5K range players. I'm gonna pay up for Jonathan Taylor. Maybe pay up just at running back in general because there's a lot of value at wide receiver. There's definitely a lot of value at tight end. Cooper Kupp, the ownership here is kind of like got me scratching my head a little bit. I know he's 9.9, but he's only 12%. I love a Ram stack this week. Cooper Kupp and then one other player who we'll get to, but yeah, 9.9K, 15 targets last week, and a losing game, by the way. They got their ass whooped. 15 targets, 35 DraftKings points, and a blowout loss. So I love Cooper Kupp more than Devontae Adams. Now I know there's a big price difference, but you got Devontae Adams at 8.6, 17 targets. He got all the targets, guys. 33 DraftKings points. He's going to be pretty popular this week. 26% ownership. Pair him up with Derek Carr and Darren Waller. There you go. Jamar Chase, 8K is perfectly fine. Going up against Dallas, he got the lion's share. He got 16 targets. AJ Green got a decent amount too, but he got 32 DraftKings points, man. Yeah, definitely number one option in Cincinnati, clear cut. Tyreek Hill. So we saw it. We saw the one game. He got 12 targets, got 18 DraftKings points. 7-1. I don't know if I trust it, especially against Baltimore. Baltimore's known to have a good defense, guys. But I'm not doing a Miami stack. But if you're sitting there at 7-1, you're looking Tyreek Hill in the face. Yeah, you're gonna throw him in there. Mike Evans, he's probably gonna play, but he's got a tough matchup. So I probably won't get there. I'm not gonna get to Tampa stack. M1 Ross St. Brown for Detroit. This guy's pretty fucking good and very underpriced at 6.5K. 12 targets. He gets all the targets in Detroit, guys. 20 DraftKings points, 11% ownership right now. Just a good one-off play. Hollywood Brown, 6.2K. I think he looked really good, especially in a game where they were just fucking getting their ass whipped, right? You got to consider if it's going up against the Raiders. At 6.2, if you're going to do an Arizona stack, looks pretty good, right? Should be the clear-cut number one receiver. I do like Hollywood Brown at 6.2. Christian Kirk, the captain, 5.7K is too cheap, guys. I'm not looking at a Jacksonville stack. And I got fucking cat hair in my eyes. Thanks, Schroeder. Oh, you're quite welcome. You're quite welcome. I let the fur fly. All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Christian Kirk, I mean, there's a lot of value, guys. 5.7's way too cheap. I like it as a one-off. 12 targets last week, 21 DraftKings points. Jacksonville paid him all this money to come over, and they're definitely getting their money's worth. Jerry Jeudy looks great. Denver's 5.6K. Got 7 targets last week. I mean, when he gets the ball, man, he's just gone. Jerry Jeudy, they've been behind him for a couple of years now. Like, he's going to be their breakout receiver, and it looks like this could be the year. I like him way better than Cortland Sutton. I'm not paying that huge price tag for Russell Wilson this week, but it is against Houston. It's a beautiful matchup for Jeudy. So yeah, I love him as a one-off for 5.6. Curtis Samuel, 4.6K. This is too cheap. This is a dual threat guy. He's a running back. He's a Cordell Patterson, but younger. 4 rushes, 11 targets, 20 DraftKings points. He's only 4.6K. Nobody's talking about him. Right now, he's getting 9% ownership, which is kind of low. It's just the problem with him has always been, can he stay healthy? He is always hurt, but he's healthy right now. So for 4.6K, Curtis Samuel looks like he could be very sneaky tomorrow. I'm not hearing anybody talking about him. I'm especially not hearing anyone talking about Donovan's Peoples-Jones either. He's only 4.4K. This man got 11 targets last week. Nobody's talking about this shit. 4.4K, 11 targets, 12 DraftKings points. Any wide receiver getting 11 targets in a 4K range, yeah, sign me up. Jacoby Myers, sound like a damn law firm. Jacoby Myers. I don't know if it was a Bay Area thing or what, but in the 80s and 90s, it was a commercial. Jacoby Myers, law firm. I played it 24/7. He's only 4.4K, 6 targets, 10 DraftKings points last week. I honestly think he's their top option. So he might go slept on going up against Pittsburgh. I think he should feast, man. He should. So much value. We got Dotson, right? Dotson was the GOAT last week. We had 100% of them here in the DFS club at no ownership. None. 2 touchdowns last week on 5 targets. When I read the scouting report and I read that Carson Wentz said he's his favorite red zone target, I'm like, "Oh yeah, we're going to play him." So, it's actually pretty cheap to do a Washington stack this week, guys. I'm here for it, right? I'm here for it. So, pair him up with Curtis Samuel? Sure. 4.2. And then Greg Dortch. So, it looks like he's back in play today with the injuries to Arizona. He's only 3.5K, guys. That's damn near bare minimal. He got 9 targets last week, 13 DraftKings points. He's not going to Hollywood Brown. He's going to Dortch. So pair him up with Hollywood. If you're doing an Arizona stack, looks like he'll do just fine. No George Kittle this week, it's looking like. So roll out Deebo Samuel, 7.8K. You know what? It's going to be cold. It's going to be rainy here in the Bay Area, and it's going to be windy. Like, we're going to have straight up like winter weather here on Sunday, and it's mid-September. It's fucking weird. But be careful with that. But Deebo, man, without Kittle last week, got 8 targets and 8 rushes. So we're seeing the Deebo that we saw last year, right? So we can put that whole narrative to bed that it was only with Pretty Boy back there that they ran him as a running back. Nope, they did it with Trey Lance too. So we can throw that all out the window. Deebo at 7-8, nobody's going to get to him this week. No one's going to play him. Brandon Cooks is a great cash play at 6K. Going up against Denver, he's the clear-cut number 1 option in Houston. He got 12 targets last week, guys. 15 DraftKings points. Get him in there. Michael Thomas, 5.8K. Get him now while he's still cheap, man. Dare I say the old Michael Thomas is back. He's back. 8 targets, 23 DraftKings points, 2 touchdowns. I had him. I had to take a shot, man. Had to. It paid off. It is against Tampa Bay, though. They do have a pretty tough defense, but I'd say he's the number 1 option for Jameis Winston. Deontay Johnson for Pittsburgh is a one-off. No one's stacking Pittsburgh this week, for fuck's sake. But he's 5'8". He got 12 targets, 13 DraftKings points. Nice little slot receiver here. Only at 5%, though. I can see him getting in the end zone against New England. And then DJ Moore for Carolina, 5.7K, has a juicy matchup this week. I kind of like him as a sneaky play at 5.7. He's even getting 10%. So even the public's kind of seeing that DJ Moore is kind of trending up here. So he's not too cheap, but for 5.7, that's not bad. So here's the other receiver I like for the Rams, going to be Allen Robinson. Look, he only got 2 targets last game. Cooper Kupp got all the love. Him and Higbee got all the love. But he was on the field for 97% of the snaps. 9-7. So you got to figure he dealt with this his whole career. Throw me the damn ball. I'm out here playing. So I think he's sneaky this week. He's 5.5K. I'm going to put him with my Ram stack against Atlanta and just pray for the best, because we know he's a hell of a fucking wide receiver, hell of a football player. I'm going to take another shot here at Allen Robinson at 5.5. DFS Mace made a great case for him last week, and I think it still holds up. Robbie Anderson, we'll see if it was just a 1-week thing. He's 5.3K. He got 8 targets, 24 DraftKings points. One of those was a huge, 80-yard reception. So, but the thing is with Robbie Anderson, he was out there for 100% of the snaps, guys. 100%. So if he's going to be out there for 100% of the snaps, I'd rather play him than DJ Moore. Right? We just like to see our players out on the field. And how about Javaris Landry, man? 5K, very cheap. He got 9 targets last week, 21 DraftKings points. Boy, is he loving it in New Orleans, right? He's loving life. He got out of Cleveland. New Orleans is throwing him the ball, and he's making the best of it. He's only 5K. Zay Jones is for Jacksonville. I'm liking these Jacksonville one-offs. 4.3K is very cheap. For a guy that got 9 targets, he's out there for 83% of the snaps, 13 DraftKings points. I like Zay Jones as a punt play. I like Noah Brown too. 3.8K. I get it. Dak's not in the game. Cincinnati's got a pretty tough defense, but 9 targets, 12 DraftKings points last week. Go run out, do his little 5-yard routes, but PPRs, man, it adds up. And 3.8K, I like it. I like it. Same situation. He was out there for 88% of the snaps. Noah Brown at 3.8. This is where we're going to save money this week, guys. We're going to pay up at running back. We're going to pay mid-range at quarterback. We're going to pay down at tight end. We're going to pay down at wide receiver. We're going to pay up for running back this week. I think that's the way to go. George Pickens, you can take a shot here. Very hyped up wide receiver out of Pittsburgh. He's 3.6. It's a GPP dart throw at best. 3 targets last week. He's out there for 71% of the snaps. Hopefully he got the jitters out of the way, right? And he could be one of these sneaky milli maker plays at 3.6K that nobody has. Richie James was the number 1 target for the Giants last week. I'm going right back here. Listen here, Jack. He's only 3.2K. Ricky James, 6 targets. He even got a rush, right? 1 rush, 6 targets, 11 DraftKings points, and he was out there for 70% of the snaps. The Giants' offense is sneaky good this week. Hell, maybe I might do a Giant stack. What the hell? They're so cheap, man. And I would include Saquon Barkley in there if you're going to play Daniel Jones because Barkley got all the receptions last week. But yeah, I do love Ricky James here, 3.2. So much value, man. It's great. I'm not complaining. Let's go to tight end. Darren Waller. So for a Raider stack, pair him up, 5.6K, 6 targets, 12 DraftKings points. Arizona so far is dead last. They cannot cover tight ends to save their lives. Kelsey ate him up. Darren Waller is no Travis Kelsey, but the kid's got talent. 5.6K. Dalton Schultz actually has the nuts matchup, I think. If only Dak was playing, right? He's 5'2". We already know that Cincinnati gives it up to tight ends. They have for years and years, and that hasn't stopped. Dalton Schultz is in play at 5'2". You want to get there. He's still got 9 targets last week. The backup still, that was a safety blanket, right? 13 DraftKings points. Little dump off passes, but I think he's firmly in play because Cincinnati always gives it up to tight ends like my baby's mama gives it up to the whole neighborhood. TJ Hawkinson, 4.7K. I think you can go back here. I mean, he's shit. He was out there for 91% of the snaps, 7 targets, 8 DraftKings points. 4-7 ain't going to kill you. And it looks like Zach Ertz is going to play. Zach Ertz might be one of the best value plays out there, especially if you're going to roll out with the Arizona stat, guys. Vegas can't cover tight ends. He's only 4.5K, 4 targets, 11 DraftKings points last week, and he's good to go. Hopefully he doesn't re-injure himself. And, yeah, he's one of the best point per dollar plays on the slate. Tyler Higbee, 4.2K. He got 11 targets last week. 11. My goodness. 94% of the snaps, 9 DraftKings points. So hopefully he gets in the end zone for you. Albert from Denver, 3.7K. Going up against Houston. He only got 6 targets last week for 8 DraftKings points. A lot of people are high on him this week. He's only 3.7. That's why. Very, very good cash play here. Hayden Hurst looks good at 3.6. 8 targets, 10 DraftKings points on the Cincinnati side, right? Dallas is pretty tough against tight ends, but cash games, I'd probably go Albert. GPP is definitely a Hayden Hurst play. 4% ownership. Tyler Conklin, too, for the Jets. 3.4K. No one's talking about him. He's got 7 targets last week. He was out there for 92% of the snaps. 11 DraftKings points. 3.4K, Tyler Conklin. You can definitely take a shot against Cleveland. I have no problems with that. Mark Andrews, if you're going to play Lamar Jackson, you got to play Lamar Andrews. Lamar Andrews. Fuck. Schroeder. I write this stuff. You'd think I'd be able to fucking say it right. Jeez Louise. He's a fine. If you're going to play Lamar Jackson, pair up Mark Andrews with him. 6.4K going up against Miami. Hopefully he has a better week this week because I have him in my season-long fantasy leagues. And then the Moose. The Moose is loose. Pat Fairmouth, 4.4K. 10 targets last week. That's beautiful. 13 DraftKings points. Draws a pretty tough matchup against New England, but I still like it. You can take a chance with Taysom Hill, Mr. Running Back, Mr. Wide Receiver, Mr. Quarterback, Mr. Tight End. Hell, if you throw Taysom Hill in there, let's say Winston goes down. They're like, fuck it, let's throw Taysom Hill in as quarterback. I doubt it, but you never know. You never know. But Taysom Hill has so much upside going up against. It's just Tampa Bay's pretty tough. But he did get 15 DraftKings points last week. He's 4-4. It's okay. OJ Howard got a couple touchdowns last week on 2 targets, 2 touchdowns. I mean, if he's gonna get all the red zone looks going up against freaking Denver, who's second worst in the league against tight ends right now after 1 week. It's 1 week. OJ Howard, 3K. Nobody owns him. Nobody. Picked him up off the waiver wire. He's a free agent, and then they throw him 2 touchdown passes. You can't make this shit up. And then Kylan Granson here, 2.6K. 55% of the snaps. He still got 7 targets. 7 targets for Indy. Again, no Michael Pittman. So I think Granson gets a huge bump here. I don't think it's going to be Mo Alley Cox. I think it's going to be Kyle Granson. 2.6K, almost bare minimum, guys. Keep that in mind. With no Pittman, I got to think hopefully he gets about 10 targets, right? But it's a risk. Defenses, I say you go to the Steelers at 2.8K on DraftKings, Seattle 2.5K on DraftKings, and the Bengals, obviously, only 2.2K on DraftKings, guys. So, yeah, guys, that's going to do it. As far as stacking goes, I like the Rams. I already told you who to stack who with, right? Arizona looks pretty good, but the Rams are my number 1. Number 2 is obviously going to be Vegas this week. But if you want to get, crazy, like I said, you can do a giant stack with Daniel Jones. You could do worse, right? You could definitely do worse. But yeah, I think I'm going to go pretty heavy on the Rams. Vegas looks good. Arizona looks good. And Denver looks great. It's just Russell Wilson 7-2. I think we might be overpaying there. But you can't do a stack without their quarterback, right? Shit. Carson Wentz, if you're going to do a Washington stack, which, I mean, they have a great matchup against Detroit. Something to really consider. Not going to do an Atlanta stack. Not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to fucking do it. So, yeah, guys. So that's it for the video, guys. If you want to get all my lineups, guys, all my ownership, the members only podcast. If you want to ride in limousines, Rolls Royces. Well, we're not that much of an asshole to ride in a Rolls Royce. Jet planes, Armani suits, Rolex watches, cat skin rugs. No, we wouldn't do cat skin rugs. Stretch. Oh, what a stretch here. Look at this belly. This is thanks to Jan right here from all them salmon treats. Come join us, guys, the DFS Club. You will not find a better deal in the industry. 600 members ain't lying, bro. $14.99 a month. Again, if you want to join up for a year, 6 months, the more you pay up, the more you save. That's how we roll, guys. And we play every single sport, and we have the most fun. We got NASCAR going today, fucking UFC today, MLB today. Every day's a fucking marathon. Yeah, I'm working myself to death because this DFS club is just blown up. We've taken over. I think we've officially taken over at this point. I don't know if anybody else has that many members that offers this many sports. And yeah, pretty soon I might have to hire some help because it's getting fucking crazy. But the more the merrier, man. I want to get to 1,000 videos, and because we got sharks in here too, man. I'd love to put them on the payroll to help me. So the bigger we get, man, it's just the sky's the limit. So thank you guys so much, and don't forget to get in on this free shit I'm giving away, man. Arla Rose, 10 free memberships. Get in that contest. Comment down below, not a member, with any other comment, guys. And if comment, even if you are a member, please, please, please. We're getting more comments than Joe Rogan right now. We're getting more comments than the Nelk Boys. All right, let's keep it rolling because the show goes on. Schroeder and I work our asses off for these videos. And thank you guys so much. The super thankses, you guys, thank you so much for everything. That like button don't cost nothing. Leave a comment don't cost nothing. And I respond to each and every comment. I don't care if it's 500 comments. I don't care if it's 100 comments. I don't care if it's 200. I respond to each and every one of them, guys. It does take a lot of time, but I enjoy doing it. I enjoy reading them. Let's go, guys. Week 2. One more sleep. That's it. One more sleep, guys. You guys are probably watching this tomorrow. Those of you in the East Coast are lucky because you guys get to wake up at your normal times, have some breakfast, go to church, and then watch football. Us on the West Coast, we got to get our asses up before the sun comes up. So it's all good, though. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. God bless you guys. Schroeder, anything else you got to say? Who's your favorite stack of the day? Go ahead. Well, yeah, you know me. I'm gonna like the Bengals because I'm a Bengal cat, and I'm always taking the Bengals. Well, Schroeder's favorite stack is the Bengals, and I'm not gonna talk him off of that. So, Schroeder, that's right. I'm rambling. Let us get the fuck out of here, guys. I'll see you tomorrow night. Thank you so much. God bless you. Let's get this bread. Don't take shit from nobody. Schroeder and I are out. Deuces. See you guys.